Can you all please have a seat? Thank you. I actually wanted us all to do it as a family. Can we all please stand? We'll be led by the players by two of our 2019 class graduates.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm George Height, Superintendent of the Farmington Public Schools, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to this 2019 graduation of Farmington Central High School. I am very pleased to join you today to celebrate this important milestone and to spend a few minutes reflecting with you about the significance of high school graduation and the opportunities for success beyond high school. Today's graduation is a great accomplishment, and we're all very proud of you. This is not only the completion of your high school education, but also the beginning of the next stage in your life as an adult. And I'm sure there were times when you thought this day would never arrive. And now, more likely, it seems like it went by very fast. So I have to start by reflecting on what and who has contributed to getting you here today. It certainly wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the contributions of some very important people. First, the Farmington Public School District is an important component in your success, and it's represented today by the Board of Education, faculty, and staff. It's my pleasure to introduce the members of the Board of Education who are with us today. These outstanding citizens are committed to providing all of our students with an excellent education from preschool through high school. Please join me in welcoming and hold your applause until after I call the names. Pam Green, President. Terry Johnson, Vice President. Angie Smith, Secretary. Zach Rich, Treasurer. Terry Weems, Trustee. And Richard Mukamal, Trustee. Please join me in a round of applause. Also joining us today is Dr. Aaron Johnson, our Associate Superintendent of Instructional Services. He provides support to the overall operations of the school district so that every student can achieve success. Thank you, Dr. Johnson. The faculty and staff of Farmington Public Schools have also played a vital role in your success. Since coming to Farmington Central High, you've been served by an outstanding team of teachers, counselors, and support staff. I ask that they stand and be recognized. And certainly not least, your principal, Mr. David Reese, has stood by you and supported you. To get you to today's graduation. Graduates, your high school graduation represents one of the major transitions in your life. Like all transitions, there's a feeling of great excitement about what might lie ahead, but also a feeling of not wanting to let go of what's known and familiar. I know you feel like a family at Central, and that you valued the attention and support that you received there. I'm confident that Farmington Central has helped prepare you for new adventures, challenges, and achievements that will be part of the next phase of your lives. But remember, you're not done learning because the world will continue to change, often rapidly, and you'll be prepared to change with it. This commencement ceremony is not an ending, it's a beginning. And I know that you're ready to start your journey. Look ahead, make a plan, envision what your success looks like, and make the effort required to achieve that success. Thank you, graduates, for making those of us at Farmington Public Schools proud. Congratulations and best wishes to the Farmington Central High School class of 2019.
Now, one thing that Farmington Central is known for is our great stories and our phenomenal young people. So tonight, you have the treat of enjoying 3 of our seniors who wanted to share their story with you and their journey that led them here to Central, and then also their opportunity to be successful at Farmington Central High School. Can I first have Alexia Stoner?
All right, I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. Good evening. Hello, class of 2019 graduates. To stand on this stage and receive my diploma feels like a dream. I am living proof that obstacles do not determine who you are and what you do, but can be the thing that pushes you towards success. I began my journey in foster care, was adopted, and then ended up back in foster care. This is how I ended up at Farmington Central High School. At first, I was worried about starting a new school. I worried that I would not fit in, that I would have problems with the students, and that I would be judged for the subjects I struggled with. Once I got to Central, it was the total opposite of what I thought it would be. Central helped me in ways other schools failed. It recognized my strengths and made them stronger. It saw where I struggled and was able to help me improve. Math was always something I struggled with, but I passed all 3 classes with the help of my amazing math teacher, Miss Ely. I went from the girl who disliked math to a girl who soon enjoyed it. Central also supported my talents. It gave me many opportunities to display them. I have always loved writing, and I was able to share my talent in many different venues. Central allowed me to grow as a person, mentally and academically. I learned that sometimes bad things happen for a better outcome, and Farmington Central High School was the better outcome. This day, I no longer look at myself as that foster kid who couldn't make it. I learned I am not my story, but my story does exist. Graduates, although this was my story, I know that you too have gone through your own journeys. We came to Central, we found our true potential, we became a better version of ourselves, and this is the day where one door closed and many more open. This is not the end of our success. This is just the beginning. With that being said, I love you guys and I wish you all the best.
Next up, we have Devin Osborne. Devin Osborne.
Hello. How's everyone doing so far? Oh yeah. Well, welcome to the 2019 Farmington Central graduation ceremony. My name is Devin Osborne, and I'll be telling you about the rough journey I took to be speaking before you today. My journey started out with me at Farmington High School. It was a rough transition because I was having trouble with my physical and mental health. And one time, when I was in the office for doing something, my counselor told me about Farmington Central, the alternative school with a little smaller classes and a little bit more freedom. I heard this opportunity to change my life, and I didn't want to let it go to waste. Well, actually, I thought, oh, here we go again. But this time, I knew it was going to be different. So my sophomore year, I walked into my first class with my head held low and no confidence. A fellow classmate recognized this and walked up to introduce himself with a comforting bro hug, and then we talked a little bit about our struggles before the class started. Little did I know I was going to be learning life lessons despite my grades and attitude towards school. I knew I was in a great spot to start blossoming, so I started with the roots. I met a group of friends that were motivated to getting done with school, just like me. After they achieved their goals, they were willing to help me out with mine. Not only did this build my confidence, but made me ready to go into school with a fresh and ready to learn mindset. Walking into my junior year, I showed everyone just that. I had 1 D, 2 C's, 2 B's, and 1 A to finish off the first semester. It was better than all D's and F's, but there's always room for improvement. And with this attitude of striving to be better, I finished my second semester on pride with all B's. It was crazy for me to think that I went from a kid with no confidence or work ethic towards school to having all A's and B's and loving what I see in the mirror. Struggle isn't always a bad thing. If you look at the life of a beautiful flower, you will see all the rain and storms it has been through. But after the sun comes out, the flower then realizes that the storm was what it needed to grow. If there is any advice I can give to the class of 2019, is that you're always going to have negativity in your life. Positive experiences are the side effect of handling the negative experiences. So know what you're willing to struggle for and take it as far as you can. Senior year, I was in the sun, and it was time for some fun. This year, I won the Turnaround Award in academics, as well as my biggest accomplishment yet. My bowling team and I brought home the first ever state championship for Farmington Harrison Bowling. Oh yeah, we eat those. One of my most memorable moments of this school year was when I came back up here to Farmington for a visit. I talked to a couple of teachers I had previously freshman year and was heartwarmed to know that I had students and teachers who were watching and cheering me on in silence. I had one teacher even tell me, and I quote, "You are living proof of what that school can do." I'm so blessed to finally be able to say, "Mama, we made it." Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to my story, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
You ready, Taylor? Next, we have Taylor Thomas.
Sorry about the makeup on my hat. I had to get beat. As a new graduating class, we are here to honor our hard work and dedication that brings us here today. Who would have thought we would be going from our freshman year of getting lost in the hallways to saying our goodbyes and entering a new chapter in our lives? For me personally, I have never thought I would make it to this day. Moving from a big high school to Central was the best decision I've made because I feel as though I've gained a second chance by entering a positive environment where many saw my potential and helped me push to put my best forward. Going from poor grades to, I'm a little short. Going from poor grades to all A's and B's felt good with the great support system from Miss Lucy's long written essays, Miss Haas's YouTube historical videos, Miss Cadwell's slideshows, and Miss Ely's surprise tests every week. But it was all worth it in the end. Oh, and let's not forget Mr. Reese's long meetings with the students that took about 2 hours before we could go to class. But I promise you, everyone dreaded to listen to it, but looking back, it was only to push us and realize the potential we have within ourselves while gaining confidence that needed to be brought out. As you enter the real world, you will come across many who will tell you you are not capable or try to put you down and judge you about the decisions you will make. But I ask that you take those doubts and use it as motivation, striving to prove those people wrong who simply told you you cannot do it and laughed in your face. When this happens, simply smile and grind and do what's best for you. Not only respecting yourself, but respecting others as well. And if you feel like giving up, think about what pushed you to get to where you are today and how good it will feel to say, I did it, and accomplish what I've been working so hard for. Or you can simply call me up and I'll hype you up. But congratulations, class of 2019. I wish you all the best, and we will always be a family, period.
They make me so proud. 1 second. I'm not. So it's so funny because Taylor already knows. When she came in my office, because you know we have to screen all of the speeches and everything. When she came in, they know I'm a big teddy bear, so it was like all the teachers were looking through the window when she was reading it to me. Like, what's going on? They knew I was in tears and everything. So great job, everyone. Good evening. I'm Mr. Reese. I just get right into it. I'm Mr. Reese. I'm the building principal here at Farmington Central, and I want to welcome you all to our 2019 graduation. As you can see, our seniors are phenomenal. But can we, at this time, can we take one more round of applause for our senior speakers? You guys have truly left your mark on today's event and the class of 2019, and we truly appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your story. To produce such a fine group of graduates, you need a collaborative effort and a clear vision. At this time, I would like to acknowledge for the last time our instructional leadership that set our path to success, Superintendent Dr. Heisch. Also, Assistant Superintendent, I know we called the names earlier, Aaron Johnson. And I did something because normally that's one of the rules you learn, like Dr. Heiss did, and I followed him. You always acknowledge your school board first, but I wanted to save them because instructionally we get all our leadership from Dr. Heiss, but we couldn't do nothing without the community. So we already called their names, but can I just have the entire school board to please stand one more time? And I don't want to make the class of 2019 mad, but their undying support of us is tremendous. If you didn't know already, we're moving into a new building, and they're putting $1.5 million into to support the students in Farmington, and we really appreciate your undying support in the community. Farmington Central's success is built on relationships. And every day when I come into Central, I'm amazed by our team's resiliency and positive attitude to support our young adults. And I look forward to seeing what can happen. Sometimes, I can't even understand why sometimes the students fail to understand that they're standing on the doorstep of achieving their high school diploma. But our staff is there every day and ready to support them. Can I have the Farmington Central staff stand, please? Please. I just wanted to take the time to publicly thank you for your leadership and positive energy while we're going through our transition. And thank you for all the support you provided us to get us to this day. Thank you. Seniors, today is a huge accomplishment that took a village of support. And as you can see, it's filling this entire auditorium. I'm loving it already. Every year we're getting bigger and better. I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. But with the support of your family and friends that are here today, they were here to support you and reinforce all the positive things that you needed to be in success to complete your milestone today. So can we give your family and friends another round of applause? Now here we go. As I searched for the perfect quote to frame our final message, I found that sometimes you can find inspiration in some of the most unusual places and people. There was a quote that I found that stood out to me that was authored by J.K. Rowling. To most of us in this room, the name J.K. Rowling immediately does not ring a bell. J.K. Rowling is the author of the famous Harry Potter series. And the reason why I chose that, as you know from our stories, it took a lot of magic, miracles, and blessings to get us here in this room today to be successful graduates. So it was funny and amazing when I found the quote that is authored as such. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you may have well have not have lived at all. And in that case, you have already failed by default. Graduates, you have access to different opportunities to the roads to success. And with many paths to success, sometimes anxiety can prevent you from finding your best possible self. I encourage you to be aware of that fear, to conquer self-doubt, because normally the best outcomes are behind the doors of the unknown. And as you know, from participating in an alternative setting to accomplish your goals and your high school requirements, you have already started that courageous path to success, and it was initiated the day that you chose to make Central your new home. You must continue to be forward-thinking, to be flexible, to make sure that you're goal-oriented, to achieve everything that your heart desires. Because your graduation marks the end of a milestone in your life. And as you cross this stage with your diploma in your hand, please understand that you're on to the next chapter of choices. I am certain that with many of you, you're anxious to start that next chapter. So when you leave this auditorium today, I challenge you to embrace the power of choice, to understand that sometimes your choice provides you with an ideal result. But understand that making choices gives you the opportunity for reflection, the ability to learn from the intended and unintended outcomes. As the adults know, it's called life. It develops you to make more impactful, informed decisions in the future, to make each choice a little bit easier in the future, and with the support and love from your family and friends in this auditorium, I'm pretty sure you're destined for greatness and more magical Harry Potter moments in the future. As I prepare to close, I want to encourage you to reflect on your experience and the excitement that's in this room today. And know that as I stand before you as an educator, providing you with these few celebratory words, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the opportunity to be a part of page 1 of your post-graduation chapter. Congratulations again to you and your family, and the Farmington Central staff will be looking in the wings, watching all your future success. And remember that you are always a part of the Farmington Central family. Thank you. Next we'll have a few remarks from our board president, Mrs. Pam Green.
Okay, I'm much shorter, David. Sorry, I didn't take my tall pill today. Thank you, much better. Class of 2019, family and friends, on behalf of the Board of Education, I bring greetings and our heartfelt congratulations. Today is truly an exciting day. It is a day of celebration, one that is surrounded by a great sense of pride. As I look out at all of you, I am reminded of a poem called Two Sculptors. I dreamed I saw a studio and watched two sculptors there. They used the clay, and it was a child's mind, and they fashioned it with care. One was a teacher. The tools they used were books, music, and art. The other, a parent, worked with a guiding hand and a gentle, loving heart. Day after day, the teacher toiled with a touch that was careful, deft, and sure, while the parent labored by his side and polished and smoothed it over. And when at last their task was done, they were proud of what they had wrought, for the things they had molded into the child could neither be sold or bought. And they agreed they would have failed if either had worked alone, for behind the parent stood the school, and behind the teacher the home. As you celebrate your accomplishments, always remember the foundation on which you were built. Today is your day. It's all about you. It's about what you have done and what you are about to do. As you take the next steps in your journey and spread your wings far and wide, remember these things. Life is about the moments and dancing in the rain. It's about making a difference each and every day. It's about lifting up someone else, sharing a smile, lending a helping hand, or finding a way to pay it forward. It's about having the courage to try and to take risk. It's about believing in yourself and following your heart and intuition. It's about falling and getting back up. It's about making mistakes and finding forgiveness. It's about embracing each moment and ensuring others know how important they are in your life. It's about being humble and spreading love wherever you go. It's about climbing the mountain and never giving up. It's about leading by example. And it's about showing compassion and being the change you want in this world. Wherever you go and whatever you do, we wish you a journey rich of success, happiness, and memorable moments. We are truly proud of you. Remember to soar and achieve greatness. There's a whole world waiting for you. Congratulations. And now, the words you've been waiting to hear. On behalf of the Board of Education and the entire Farmington Public School District, by the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2019 of Farmington Central High School to be officially graduated. Congratulations.
Class of 2019, can you prepare to receive your diplomas?
Mitch. Are you ready? Are you ready? Mitchell Lee Odian. David Demarie Deleggy. Alexia Charnice Marie Stoner. Devin Fletcher Osborne. Taylor Noel Thomas. Jason Dubon Abarca Rivera. Hamza Yasser Mohammed Hassan Al-Garabli. DeAndre Anthony Anders. Jared Patrick Anderson. Harrison Lee Sikra. Faith Sana Gabrielle Clanton. Taylor Marie Culpepper. Marianne Daquan Davis. Stephen Wayne Depew. Colin Michael Eastman. Josephine Nell Edwards. Ryan James Augustine Eggenberger. Nishara Nicole Finn. Nathaniel Dwayne Terrell Foster. Brianna Samaya Gori. Torivon Marie Greenfield. Avondrick Eugene Hackworth. Chandler Demir Hall Peoples. Angela Catherine Hardy. Michael Parker Hernandez. Heidi Suzanne Hoyt. Kaylin Rose Kraus. Jacob Michael Money. Davion Lance Mills. Keegan James Moran. Martez Denard Nelson. Demetrius Norris. Miguel Kendrick Norton II. Erica Ann Perez. Taylor Toriana Phillips Turner. Alexis Elizabeth Royce. Alyssa Marie Ryan. Delmon Keyshawn Sewell. Deja Sylvia Marie Smith. Savannah Michelle Smith. Tristan Von Snap. Hollis Noelani Spencer. David Emmanuel Spriggs. Marcelo Alexander Stanford. Shayna Lauren Strasburger. Shanice Lamaria Stone. Jasmine Nicole Talace. Burke Griffin Walker Jr. Michaela Corrine Washington. Brooklyn Jade Watts. Ariana Gabrielle Welch. Jeffrey Deanne Williams II.
I think it's fair to say, and I shouldn't say it on TV 10, but I know that our school board and our community looks forward to how Farmington Central closes out the year of graduation every year for Farmington Public Schools. Can you give yourselves one more round of applause for all this excitement in this room? Now, here comes that big piece that I love to say. And before I give these final instructions, please, parents, let me say the following, because I know it's a lot of energy in this room, but remember, we're definitely trying to make sure this is an organized affair, and you're going to have plenty of time. The entire staff, including myself, will be available for pictures, because I know you've been waiting. So what's going to happen is immediately after we process out, we're going to walk out together in an organized fashion, and then you can join us as we leave the auditorium. But please, if you could, like, for example, that back area, I'm loving it. It's a beautiful sight. But if we can clear that area, because we're about to process out now in a second, it's a couple of seats over here to your left, but if you could, all go to my left, your right, so we can clear out, because we're going to move through that direction as we process out. Ushers, can we take our place, please? Ushers? Christian. Austin. Right there. We're following Jordan. Just follow Jordan after we come through. We're just giving one more second for the back, and then we're going to go ahead and continue with this event. Remember, seniors, we're going to process out. I know you want to pause for that pictures, but trust me, we'll leave the auditorium open. You'll be able to come back and take all the pictures that you need. But at this time, we just want to close it in an orderly fashion. All right, are we ready? Graduates of the class of 2019. Since the reign of England King Henry VIII in the 15th century, individuals who have completed formal study have been entitled to wear a scholarly cap and gown, symbolizing their accomplishment. From your cap, your mortarboard, hangs a tassel. It has special significance and a tradition that it represents the transition from student to graduate. Will the class of 2019 please stand? All right, here we go. At this time, it is my honor to instruct you to move your tassel from left to right. Signifying, just let me get the last two words out, signifying that you have now officially graduated. Congratulations, and now please prepare for the recessional. Congratulations.